mean, is there any reason why you're not banning Alchemist?
That's what I'm thinking too, right?
Like, surely, like, the fact that Ace showed as well that he can go for that build, which, you know, there's tons of different ways to play the hero. It's so annoying to play against.
Yeah. The last game they banned.
You have to ban it.
Last game they banned Lifestealer, right? Which was very particular for because they had the Lash, and that didn't seem. It didn't really matter. So I like this better.
You gotta. Yeah, I mean, you've been saying it since the start, right? Teams have got to just start banning.
Start banning it.
Just ban out.
After what we've been seeing, right? It's just like every single game, or almost every single game, it's been picked.
10 seconds remaining.
At least that we've seen. I know on some of the other streams, I think Grant was telling me they didn't really have too many alchemists on their side, but
I'm sure that will change.
They still take the Lash with that SD. With great heroes that all synergize excellent together. Now what's the response? Because they don't have the Nyx this time.
They don't have the Nyx, they don't have the Alk. So NRP are going to have to go a bit of a different way with their draft. Willow still a potential possibility for Saxon.
I still really like the Willow.
Especially with the Gyro as well.
So
the Bramble, it's a lot of control that sets up really nicely for the Gyro in the mid game.
Yeah, no, absolutely. The Bloodlusted Willow and Lane is just terrifying to deal with. We said a lot about the Pugnas versus the Leshracs, but we've been seeing, because if you pick Pugna, they just move Lesh to a support probably. Like, they can do a lot of different things.
I don't think that, you know, FNATIC can definitely play the Pugna, and
he can.
Ace can pop on the Gyro.
Yep, definitely possible.
Can even move the Ogre down to a support role, get 33 on the Pugna.
Yeah, super flexible draft. That
if they feel it's that strong, if they feel that it's that good, you know, good enough to play because of the Lesh. But you know, as we saw last game, you know, the Lesh is. Well, I guess that this game, right, with the Mirana, is probably likely to be a core Lesh.
Yeah.
Because you'd expect DJ to play Mirana, wouldn't you?
Yeah, more than likely.
So
I would imagine this to be Abed.
Yeah.
But we have seen it also. Like, if you don't have a matchup or something,
Abed
they
can play
on jabs.
DJ can play, jabs can play. Yeah, you're right. There's
all
still
about this flex.
Because of Mirana, you know, likely to be DJ. But again, if they feel it's a game where it can be played in the mid lane, could happen. Unlikely.
Dire team pick.
There's still a few scenarios where that could be the case. They'll go for the Shaman.
So instead of the Willow, this is the other one that I've heard teams talking about, is you Bloodlust the Shaman. And he just beats you. He hits super hard.
One of the highest base damages for a support early game.
Yep.
That range supported that.
And even then, they can still flex. They can still be a little bit flexible. Even though I'm more than likely that's Sox's hero, and then the Ogre is gonna be 33. But they can still move things around quite a lot.
Yeah. No, I mean, I'd imagine that's gonna be the case, and PPD's gonna grab his next.
Yeah, that's right.
Maybe the Witch Doctor again. The Witch Doctor was not a bad pick at all, and with this sort of strat, it's gonna be nice. A lot of push, a lot of sustain.
What about something like an Abaddon? Just remove the arrow, remove the shield.
It's for 33. Would you run that as a support and then still 33? I feel like if you have an Abaddon, you probably would want to have it in the core, wouldn't you?
Yeah, I don't like it. I just keep seeing these Miranas, and I'm thinking like these Heavenly Graces and like these Legions and stuff. And FNATIC actually takes it. All right.
Okay, I mean, removing the missile, removing the disable that Shaman offers.
Yep. Okay. Tanky frontliner as well. Could be also a steal pick, maybe.
And you're running, you know, if the Lesh indeed is going to be the core, it's a squishy core. So you want to have that hero that's going to be able to keep the Lesh alive and keep him on the front lines, being able to kick out the damage. Abaddon with a Zaphotic shield is certainly going to be able to offer that.
I was watching a game yesterday of Old 11 when he was playing it, and he skipped his ult. He went 2-4-1, and he was just diving people past the tower, and he was owning the laning phase. I didn't see if they ended up winning that. He was diving a lot and getting a lot of kills out of it. Pretty fun. Pretty good to watch.
You know, against the Gyro, you know that you can always use that borrowed time to really make the most of that uncontrollable damage that Gyro's throwing out, so you're going to get a lot of healing.
And you know what would be really dope? If he gets an Aghanims eventually versus Gyro, and he just heals everybody with AoE with these giant mist coils all over.
I mean, hey, you know, what am I saying? We've seen FNATIC have some very long games.
That's why I'm thinking about it.
They've had some very long games, so it could get to Aghanims Abaddon territory. Certainly could.
But also, yeah, just to protect Shaman.
That's the NRP. It's got to be the Tide for 33, so it is looking to be the Ogre Shaman support duo.
Yeah. Okay, so they did switch it up a little bit, and that's a combo breaker that they have too.
But you're picking it to Abaddon. I don't like it.
Because he can
shield,
he can ult and shield someone.
Yeah, you're picking it into Abaddon.
But
Abaddon is very good against Tide.
Yeah, I think the one thing though is we've been seeing the Tide picked a lot just because the team fight is just insane. You walk in, Ravage, call down, the fight is just, you need to get BKBs to deal with this.
Yeah, but well, you don't because you have the Abaddon.
It's still a lot of damage though. But just straight heavy amount of magical damage that just dunks on top of you right away.
I mean, if Abaddon's quick, you're getting that borrowed time and a shield out before the first cooldown hits.
Yep.
So we'll see, But obviously NIP don't believe that that is an issue. They believe, the Tide pick is strong nonetheless.
I like the Tide Under, especially when you're, like always when you're playing versus these Maranas and stuff like that. You're the combo breaker. You get arrowed with an SD thing and you can break it. However, Soulcatcher also can be pretty good versus Tide, but at least Soulcatcher is dispellable now, so the Kraken can remove that. But yeah, it looks like they're focusing more about like the team fight, and they can still be a little bit different with their lanes. Gush plus a Shadow Shaman is also a lot of damage, and we've been seeing the Tidehunters going for the Gush level 1 most of the time.
You know what it's a good game for? No, it's Jab's Pudge. Run in the safe
don't
lane.
say that one.
Get a Blade Mail.
No.
You can still CS against the Tide. You've got the Rot, you've got the good right click.
God.
You ban the OD because you're playing safe lane Pudge.
Oh God.
I'm telling you, bro. Jabs knows. You've got that squishy core in the mid lane, the Lesh. You have a good scaling support. Marana's going to offer the right click down the line. You just want a bit of beef in the safe lane.
I mean, they banned the OD because they have an Abaddon.
It's because they're picking. Yeah, you're probably right. Actually. Yeah, it's because they have an Abaddon. It's because they have an Abaddon and a Pudge.
And a Pudge. I mean, hey, I'm not throwing it.
Dude, maybe NIP ban it.
5 seconds remaining.
Oh, it's got to be something else that's just like natural.
What else would Jabs want? Maybe someone that could punch the Tide in lane if they are going to leave that as the lane setups. But then, look, a fair few of those heroes aren't really that good at the moment. You know, Monkey King used to be the way to go, but that hero is pretty terrible now.
Yeah.
Ursa, I mean, it's not a bad Ursa game. I guess there's a lot of disable, but you have the shield.
Yeah.
But then does Jabs play a lot of Ursa?
I don't know.
Radiant team.
He's more of a greedy kind of guy.
And they think it's going to be a Jabs Lash, yeah.
I think it's still moving stuff around. Okay.
Obviously could be. Again, we said we've seen Lash in mid support and carry. So Lina for the mid lane. So we will see. We'd imagine obviously Ace playing the Gyro this time around, rather than Fada. Fada on his Lina in the mid.
So Lina versus Lash.
Another reason to pick the Pudge.
This is where they're
you don't get nuked down by Lina. You got a lot of HP. Carry Pudge.
I mean, if they do it, oh my God.
No, let's see what Jabs goes.
That would be
it didn't work out for them the other day. It didn't work out.
And they did it with Arc Warden. They did it with the Spark Blade hook combo. So I don't really like it as much. I mean, dude, it's...
that's not really a combo.
Come on.
It doesn't work well with the SD because he disrupts. You can't hit the hook. There's illusions in the way. So let's see, what is Jabs? Jabs 9. Or of course Arbed, if it's going to be a Jabs Lash. And it's going to be, but I'd imagine, yeah, Arbed plays the Deucer over Jabs. Yeah, you want Arbed on his Deucer. It's one of his classics. So it will be Jabs Lash, Arbed, Deucer.
Or do they make the Marauder something else?
Oh, okay, you're right.
Marauder.
Oh, okay. I mean, GJ did have a really good game on the Lesh, but you are putting this Marauder up into the carry position. It's a little risky. It's a little risky, I would say. It's a squishy core against a core Lina, a core Gyro. You don't get BKB very quickly. You're going to get blown up by these heroes. We'll see if Jabs can do it on the carry Marauder.
Can they make the space is what I'm looking at, right? I think that's what he wants also, because it's fast-paced, or like he wants to be running around killing stuff while the Medusa farms. So I'm wondering, is it going to be enough for them to let Abed get that farm up? Because it's a pretty good Medusa game.
Yeah. Yeah, I feel NRP is going to hit their timing a long time before the Deuce is really ready to go.
That's the one thing that I'm concerned about. And I think the team fights are just, they're a lot stronger for NIP when I look at it, just straightforward. Gyrocopter versus Tidehunter just stand out. All right, well, let's see how the lanes end up being set up and how they end up doing with this combo, because they have the SD, the Mirana, the Lash, the really strong tri-lane that can come out. Pressure that they come out, they can get a lot of kills with this one. But looking at NIP also, they have an Ogre. They have the beefy boy for the front lines. And they also do have a pretty strong tri-lane that comes into two.
Yeah, they've got that way of going in. And, well, because we saw at the beginning of game one, the whole sort of musical lanes, EJ getting his chance to have a bit of an opening on solo lane, get those early levels.
Yeah. One nice thing, I guess, for the Deuce is Lina's a good laner, but if Lina has to be careful about the snake, because you're an intelligence hero, of course.
Lana's going to get taken.
Yeah. but you have like that, you know, long range. You have high damage as well.
Yeah, and I think Deucer early on, you really don't have a lot of HP.
Yeah, you squishy.
You really do get nuked out lane by Lina. So we'll see. We'll see. Yeah, see if Arbe can hold off against him. See if we can get those early levels and get that snake up and out before the spells are thrown by Fata. Here we go, ladies and gentlemen. Game 2 of the 2-game series. NIP versus FNATIC.
So we got here too. So PPD has gone for the Orb of Venom. So this is, we're going to contest the tri-lane here build. I'm looking at them, they've got 5 tangos on PPD, 5 tangos on Shadow Shaman, and a salve, and Ace has 6 tangos. So that's them expecting to contest pretty hard and be contested by FNATIC. While we look at FNATIC, they also have 6 tangos on DJ, Dubu has 4 and a salve, and we also have Jab. So similar, pretty much identical regen on both sides.
They're ready to battle down here at the moment. Yep. And I'd be a little more prepared for the rune contest as they have the whole team down on the bottom. You can see FNATIC sending Ice already up to the top so he can just try and grab some of those runes on his own. But
I'm so excited to see this matchup up top, the Abaddon versus the Tidehunter. Because the Tidehunter used to be able to do really well versus him, of course, because use low armor, Anchor Smash is really devastating. But now,
I think Abaddon wins too, right?
This hero's gotten buffed a lot.
Yeah, I think
Curse of
Abaddon
Avernus
wins
has become really powerful. So I'm curious. He's got an Orb of Venom as well. So I don't know. I'm very curious to see how that one ends up.
You just hit the tide. He anchors, you shield, you hit the tide. You're going to do far more damage to him than he's going to do to you. We'll see how it plays out. We'll see what sort of matchups they do end up getting. For now, 33 and Saxa have headed up towards top. They aren't going to be able to head over and
Play hard, but
test that round. No, so they're not going to be able to stop Jabs from getting that one.
He's walking up. He's going to start getting hit by the Orb of Venom. He gets put under 2. There's DJ.
That's the follow-up.
They've got the Curse of Avernus with that oof. DPD.
They've got him. Missile does come out. I won't be able to stop them from getting the kill. Do be able to claim it with the illusions of PPD himself.
So they're putting the Abaddon in their aggro, it looks now. They probably him around up top. All right, so we don't get the 1v1. Damn it. I was really hopeful to see.
Yeah, that's going to go back to sort of the dual lanes. Dubu's going to be there to offer Jabs that help.
Yeah, I still feel like Tidehunter might actually. It was.
You think he will still win? I mean, he obviously he is sort of traditionally that good against melee heroes. I just feel that now, as you said with the buffs, there's ways that Ice can play around with it as the Abaddon.
Just Anchor Smash is 30 mana, and then your
shield. Sure, yeah.
It, right?
You're going to have way more smashes than shields.
Yeah. Oh, it didn't happen. We didn't get to see it. Oh well.
Yeah, and obviously FNATIC don't feel that it is a good matchup. Swaps feel that they're much better suited to have Jabs farming in this top.
Arrow those range creeps every single time on the Mirana as well, so he gets them, so he does do that instantly.
Our mid lane matchup. Fata versus Arbed. Arbed's going to have the snake.
And he's got a sentry down too, so he's going to be able to eat that ward. Any second now, he walks up and... No. Extra regen. Well. The right clicks are starting to come out here about a bit by Fata when he did step up for that one.
Bottom. PPD, once he does get on top of people, he's able to chase them pretty confidently with that orb.
Yeah, he's got less movement speed than the Leshrac, unfortunately, even without, with Bloodlust and Leshrac with no boots. And Lesh is about to pick up the boots as well, so it'll be hard for him to stick on that target. Same thing with Abaddon, they both have crazy high movement speeds.
haste.
Haste rune for DJ.
Has been killed.
As
Actually, the Dire Courier. What was that? It's gone. They got it.
what was that?
Had a Sentry and a Clarity on.
That had to have been top. It might be right. Top it had to. I didn't see where it died.
I didn't see. No, I didn't expect. There's not really heroes here that you'd expect to get the chance to have a courier kill. There must have been a bit of missed micro from FNATIC.
Did Shadow Shaman just attack it once or something? Like I don't know. Okay.
That's courier gone, so that's going to make this lane a little harder for Arbed mid. Have that regen to rely on. Fodder is low on mana though, so unable to nuke Arbed out. Looks like Arbed has been able to successfully take Fodder's mana down with those snakes. Again, yeah, keeping Fodder pretty much on 0 mana. So
Fodder's doing really well in those last hits. He's really pulled forward.
Is, though,
and now Arbed doesn't have a courier to use.
Yeah.
So he can't bring out his Wraith Band. He can't actually get that damage advantage. So Fodder's going to be able to deliver stuff freely. Also pick up a bottle and keep the spam going. This is really painful for FNATIC in the start. Losing that courier is devastating. pressure going onto bottom, onto Ace here at least. You see they're doing a really good job here actually with Ice with this over Venom, slowing them down.
He's able to easily out-CS the Sjara.
Yeah.
Sjara's not got those first few bit of extra stat items out delivered yet. Priority, of course, going towards mid as Fada has picked up his bottle.
Yep, I think right now for Abed, you tell your teammates like, yo, somebody should please check the rune around the 4-minute mark. Someone check either bottom or top.
Yeah, you can't let Fada get it.
Yeah.
Especially if Fada gets a good one like a DD or a haste and is able to make a play.
Yeah.
Even illusion.
Like Fada's already gonna go set up for the top rune. He's pre-setting up. So you see, also bottom, DJ setting up for the bottom one immediately.
See who the RNG favors. Who does Gaben prefer? It's going to be a Fada favored rune. And it's an Arcane. Yeah, that's another one that Fada's going to be pretty happy with.
Yep.
He's got good mana as well at the moment, so as long as he doesn't get snaked too much.
Courier does come back,
it.
and it was Dubu who was using it earlier. He was the one with the clarity as well as the sentry on it, so it must have been top where it got
Must have been Saxa
got smacked down. Yeah.
Which is, you can't really afford for that to happen as DJ, bottom lane, is able to just run down Ace whilst PPD's making the pull. He's just able to punish him in that small bit of time where PPD is separated from the Gyro. And, I mean, that shouldn't happen as well, but it does. DJ is going to be very happy with claiming that one.
I'm sure Ace is broke right now. I think his items are... Okay, his items are on the Courier. He's got a Wraith Menace capacity. As PPD, also in a world of hurt here.
It's going to be a TP coming in. See if they can do anything to keep PPD safe. But the stick charges, he will get a fire blast out, he will live for now. Now they'll turn, go for the kill attempt onto Ice with that TP over from Saxa. They'll get it. Ice not able to get the missed call denied off in time.
Great TP. DJ just ditches him. I think he actually could have turned and maybe gone for a stun to potentially try to save, but he was like, I got priorities. There's 2 bounty runes up. Sorry, Ice. You play too aggressive. Yeah, great TP by Saxa to help that out there. Needs to, I think that's like a very good one too, just to help out Ace, because Ace is having a bit of a tough time down here, and they're having a good time on 33, who can now be left pretty much alone up top with chainmail as well as a bring of health versus this SD Mirana. He's perfectly fine.
Saxa trying to run himself away from DJ and will be able to make it far enough, but did try for the body blocks to keep Saxa in range of the stun, but wasn't the case. Saxa having that movement speed with the boots. He's able to juke his way back to safety. Observe this bit of lane where they get that lead. PPD and Ace will find Ice again.
Playing too aggressive. He keeps stepping up way too far.
Went in and DJ and Dubu were not in the neighborhood to help him out. Dubu's hunting back.
I mean, 33 is going to be... This is like the happiest Tide Hunter in the world right now. He's just free farming versus a Mirana top who hits him for 0. Starstorm hurts a little bit, but that's why he's going to be going for that Hood, which he has actually finished up already. So Hood plus the chainmail, yeah, this Mirana just tickles.
Yeah, for sure. How much damage is he taking? What's his physical resistance? 33%. 33% of 73. Do the maths.
He has the 36.
So it's like a third of 73. So that is like 24. So that's 49, and then 49 minus 36. Yeah, it takes about 13 damage per hit.
Yep, he's getting hit for pretty much.
Quick
he's out regenning. Each hit is the Hood regen.
Yeah, each hit. Yeah, you're right. Each hit is the Hood regen. It's taking about 13. Maybe yeah, maybe he's just taking 12.
And look at top. Fada's set up here on the tree lines. If he can get the stun set,
and he can.
Does he have enough? Hey, don't quite. He does have the triple Wraith Band plus that one for all those extra stats just to be able to put him over.
Just enough to keep him alive.
But now Tower's pressured and they force jabs back.
Yeah, no sound.
Arrow, but
only the tangos. So it's going to be the slow regen on him.
Mid lane.
The setup. Shadow Demon Lash. Tried and tested combo will do the job, get a kill. But Arbet's able to get involved in whilst this space has been made as far as out. Fire will now TP back towards the middle of the map.
Yep.
Make sure that you can hold off and get this creep wave as it gets pushed in under the tower. It doesn't mean that they don't finish off the tier 1 tower top, but they do a hell of a lot of damage to it. They just into the game.
He prefers to not sap double experience up top. He wants to get the creeps off of that mid tower too, like you were saying.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Yeah, just much better movement.
I'll see bottom.
Bottom, the rotation, the shadow as well.
Find here in the trees.
Ace not quite six, still be TPing on the side of NIP either. Nice juke by
Very
Ace
nice
there.
read indeed from Ace, and that will keep him safe enough to buy time for a TP coming from 33, and now FNATIC got to back off. Moonlight Shadow's about to wear out. DJ heads into the trees, goes for the TP out. FNATIC will be able to get away. They don't get the kill.
Yeah, they forced the TP from 33 at least, but yeah. Excellent juke there by Ace. That's the same spot there Almost the same spot exactly where my control juked.
It's this little area where they try and line up the stuns, but they don't have the vision, so you can still back off and juke them out.
Yeah, very nice. DJ as well as Jab setting up for top here, trying to catch Saxa behind.
It's not hard to do so. Both sort of unreliable stuns, and yeah, Saxa's positioning, making sure it's impossible for them to get the opening stun on him.
Got to be sure that they have these sentries prepared. Sentries, mostly dust, at least versus the Moonlight Shadow, but sentries always just plopped in the lane and plopped like in a river. To see when those moves do come out.
Being said and done with those little moves from farther up and down the lanes, Arbed is top net worth. He's
Hey, yeah.
the space. Space is the producer.
Middle tower is under attack.
Weren't able to sort of get any kill opportunities on him in lane. In that laning stage. Top lane. Opening down Saxa. Setup. Will do it. Cooldown won't be enough to put them off from fighting for that kill. Ace not quite ready to do anything back himself. Hasn't even got the phase boost complete at the moment.
They do want to try to get these towers now, in particular. Like mid tower is always the best one, but getting top at least, they have to find ways to get map control. We'll just pierce in to find Abed in the back, into that jungle. Because they have this gyrocopter, so they have the method to be able to just pierce in and go fights. But Ace is pretty weak, actually. He's pretty underfarmed in this game. That's how that bottom lane went. So he's actually looking to just try to catch up a little bit for himself here, as maybe they're going to make Fada be the one to actually make the move in jungle to look to kill. But yeah, they definitely need to get a ward into the enemy jungle pretty soon here on the NIP as Saxa getting chased out.
Easy dive underneath the tower. No way to hold him back. Same time, NIP will get the kill on Jabs though. The bigger find. They'll lose Saxa for that one happily.
And they get themselves 3 bounty runes as well. As Ace just peeped his way forward into those 3 heroes and grabbed one. Keeping top. Gonna defend this one. 33. Doesn't care. Keeps he's right in the front. Knows how strong he is. Yeah, you see they're starting to ping out the top tower. They want to really bring this one down. They have the 10 minutes hit, so we do have catapults coming out too, so rotations to take out the towers. Saxa also level 6. He's got those Serpent Wards available. A little bit sneaky. Radiant side.
Something when they can find. I mean, Ace is still obviously quite squishy. He does pack quite a punch himself. The opportunity would be Fada if he gets some help, but Albed's actually backing off, heading into the jungle. Moonlight Shadow being used. Guys inside, trying to get close and personal with PPD. The real jump looking to be made up top as Dubu's trying to find an opportunity to set up for the arrow. It's actually going to end up disrupting himself defensively. Arrow still lined up though. They get the vision, they get the line for Saxa. Now with Demonic Purge on 33, they can try and go for both. He's got the hood pop, but they have the damage to rip through it and claim both kills.
Very nice move by FNATIC. Tower does end up going down to that catapult, but getting themselves that rotation is bottom.
Try price. Ice has already used the borrowed time. Still, regardless, those shields enough to keep him alive. They can't fight through it quite yet. The underfarmed Gyro Ace, not with enough firepower to heavily threaten this Abaddon early on.
FNATIC is putting pressure. They are putting pressure on lanes as well as defending their lanes, while Abed is just getting all the freedom in the world to sit in the jungle. Level 11 already. How high level is Fada? He's level 10, so it's already starting to happen. What Medusa's able to do when they're just making these relentless moves and dives into heroes.
He's getting some well-needed space now, finally down bottom.
Yeah.
Ice is finally back in the lane, and yeah, Ace is out of there. He knows it's not safe to be alone. He's got to group up with the team. They're just going to group up and try and make a kill happen. Smokes out PPD.
They got to get a ward down in the enemy jungle. That's like the biggest thing. They have to keep tabs at least of Abed and try to get some opportunities to set up for him.
Ravage 2, ready to try and make something happen. FNATIC look pretty prepared for this. Jabs holding himself back behind the tier 1 tower.
He's actually the one with the wards here, so Saxa walks in, he doesn't actually have one. They're just looking to wrap around and get this tier 1, so map control preference to be able to get into the Medusa side.
Regeneration.
Jabs led forward, now starting to retreat. Missile revealing the intentions of NIP. Jabs keeps himself held back, and NIP don't get any chance for a kill, but they get the space for the tier 1. Same time down bottom though, FNATIC will find a trade. Tier 1 tower's taken. DJ and Eyesight continue to take over the lane. Vlad's done for the Abaddon.
He's gonna have a really good time of being that front line for the Medusa. Just being able to protect her non-stop too. Yeah, that's gonna be great. Even the lifesteal addition too, and they have stacks too. You see them farming now. Oh, not bad. Level 13, just continuing to accelerate. They're not able to get any tabs of him, so only 1k gold lead here for FNATIC, but pretty good at least for the Medusa farming. But that being said also, and he did get these 2 towers, which is very important. Getting that mid and that top. And Ice is just, yeah, he's just keeping his face. Just showing his face bottom constantly. Pressure on him.
Pretty invincible at the moment. He knows that if they do want to try and tackle him, it's going to take a fair few resources.
Yeah, he just wants to look, just keep the lanes pushed in, keep Abed free to just hit.
Not the invis, but there's a sentry ward down. He does head over again. He's got back. He had PPD in 33 here, and they'll be able to get the light strike off because of that. Disruption way too much. Happy have the numbers to clean up the kill.
Only getting themselves 1 there. Sux also goes top and drops the wards. As I says thank you. Farm all those serpent wards.
There's still so much space for the Medusa, as you mentioned.
Freedom.
So much space for Abed. He's going to hit a very quick manta. ZNIP have just been unable to really get in his face in the jungle. When Vice-Side's pressuring that bottom lane as heavily as he has been, with the SD and Lesh combo constantly moving around the map looking for kills.
Bottom lane. Go. Got the end of it. Did they get the bounty too? No, yeah, DJ was able to get at least 1 of them. So 3 bounties for NIP, and PPD also takes that time to walk in and put a really nice ward down around the enemy Ancients. That'll be pretty good for them now, at least to keep tabs on that Medusa. Finally.
Tower is under attack.
But Abed's already got the Manta.
Say, is it soon enough?
And he's got the talent. The level 15 talent is online.
So you come out hunting for this Medusa. You know, she's going to be able to manta, pop a snake out, half your mana's going to be gone.
33 is going to have to be sure to have like wand charges in all these fights as this Tidehunter.
Yep.
With this talent already out, we've seen the Tidehunters, you walk up, you just get oomed. So has to be a little bit careful. Now he does play around those Mystic Snakes. Much quieter game than the last time around. 5 to 7 only at these 16 minutes is FNATIC just, yeah, farming. They're playing the farm game.
And they'll happily do that.
Ace. Looking to set up for DJ again down bottom, and this one looks like he's going to get it as a solo, but the arrow...
It's not going to hit, neither is the stun. So Ace gets the kill, and he's easily getting out too.
And he saw the arrow. They're actually bringing down reinforcements. Fada used Boots of Travel to come down here. PPD also set up. They actually find jabs here. That would be pretty huge for them. He shows face.
Jabs is going to show.
He is going to show. PPD immediately wrapping up. The scan does come out. They do catch PPD with the scan.
Yeah, jabs. He's able to weave his way safely out through the trees. But he's still sticking around. Sticking around here.
They're bringing more reinforcements.
Moonlight to get ISO Sice in position. Fine PPD, arrows out. Easy dupe there from Peter. And make his way himself safely away from that Moonlight attempt to turn things around.
I like that they're not backing away though. I like that they're keeping the pressure going, because like we said, it's all about just letting Abed do this. Just let him keep hitting Ancients. Let him keep hitting this triangle. Forcing in those lanes as hard as possible. Even if DJ dies in those situations, that's like one of those deaths where it's like, that kind of sucks, but you know, you force the lane out really hard. It just really sinks that you get 400 gold to the Gyro Cup. Making sure they get top tower, sucks it drops to the Serpent Wards even.
Dire's top tower is fallen.
Pressure is on NIP to continue to do this.
Yeah.
Got to try their best to take over the map. Slow, speed up the game. FNATIC are very happy with this sort of slowdown.
Still getting pretty decent farm, at least on the Lina, as well as that Gyrocopter.
Yeah, Ace is totally recovered really good at the laning stage.
Yeah.
In fact, might be able to find some action down there. They did lose PPD.
No borrow time for 8 seconds. 5 seconds.
coming back up in 1 second. It's not soon enough. It really wasn't. Literally coming back available as he dies. And they had a lot behind him. Maybe if he gets off, they could have turned around. They're still going to try and turn and fight anyway. FNATIC. Dubu drops the demonic close. Soul catch round. Wait, there'll be a fight back from Mindsight Sides. Ravage pop for 33. It will catch and kill Dubu. Now DJ and Armor turning around as the Deuce is turned up towards the fight. Snakes out and 33's out of mana. They'll split the fight up. Jabs is able to pick off Ace. They'll run down 33. Abed getting involved in a fight that results in what looks to be at least a couple of core kills. As 33 is trapped and surrounded.
The arrow connected perfectly onto Ace there. Even though the Ravage came out, it was on the SD, but it also caught Jabs in the corner on the right. But not the greatest Ravage coming out for 33 there. Kind of baiting his team forward. As they lose quite a lot there. Quite a lot of momentum too. 30 seconds down. No Ravage coming up now in the next few moments. And FNATIC, they don't really have these cooldowns that they need to play around too much. They can look to just go again. Go look to fight. And now the Deucer can get involved. The Deucer can start walking with his team and get involved too, especially with the Ravage down. As PPD steps forward.
Yeah, they're going to easily surround the tower and try and dive it down. Shields there to take the 5+ stun out. Arrow hits perfectly and PPD's dead.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
They're brought in once again. They know that Deucer is now strong enough to present herself.
Yep.
And she's got a lot of money towards the Skadi. 3,700 gold. Just 20 minutes in. It's a very, very quick farm. They're going to try and TP over, try and contest the runes. Maybe Jabs is going to try and head down for it.
Instant scan comes out, so they know that this TP is coming out.
It's going to be 3 bounties for FNATIC.
Yeah. Now DJ's farming the enemy jungle too. And yeah, that Skadi's going to be very close.
Yeah.
And a very good Skadi game. As we mentioned in the last one, Skadi better versus ranged heroes now than versus melees, and he's playing versus a Gyrocopter and a Lina. A Gyrocopter mostly the right clicker, but it's always going to be pretty.
And having these stats, it's going to make it harder for Fada to play his quick, fast game. He's no longer going to be able to just straight up nuke down the Deucer.
Yeah, and they've got extra ways too, right? They've got extra saves. They've got the Abaddon too to throw heals to get more snakes off, and they've got a Shadow Demon heal save as well. So multiple different saves to protect this Medusa. To make it pretty tough for NIP to bring her down this type of farm.
For NIP, they objective-wise, they have managed to take the 2 towers top.
They've got the BKB
Still
also on the Gyrocopter, which is pretty decent. He got it unfinished after that.
Well, I think NIP have the entirety of FNATIC muted, maybe? No, there we go, okay.
Only Dubu unmuted.
Only Dubu unmuted. Yeah, Dubu's a very polite boy, doesn't spam the chat wheel. Everyone else in FNATIC, they love it.
Well, there was a good time where Dubu was playing, you know, in North America with all of us. Yeah, don't ban him. PPD was there too. Or unmute him. All teams mute each other.
That makes sense, you know, the mental mind games,
yeah.
They are there with these chat lines. We know it, we've seen it multiple times.
Continue to push out these lanes. Nice though. He's getting caught by the stun as well. The missile also following up. Ace is committing forward. Fada didn't look like he wanted to, but it's an easy kill setup. As they're continuing for more. Second stun.
Oh, yes. That ether lens, yeah, that cast range. He gets it from a mile off.
Yeah, it's so good when you have both cast range talents. Yeah, that's a pretty big, nice little swing of momentum there. Getting themselves now tier 2 as well. Costly deaths for FNATIC.
Dire's middle tower has fallen.
They're actually picking out the Roche. I mean, they've got the Shadow Shot,
Yeah,
right?
I mean,
What level is it? It's only level 1 wards, but still.
But Abed, he's going to have the Skadi done.
Oh, they've got the Medallion finish too. So Medallion plus Gush plus Serpent Wards, easy. Easy for an IP again.
I know where the FNATIC can head over, especially with Size dead.
Yeah.
He's sort of their walk in and go here. They are without. There we have it. Aegis into the hands of Ace. Build, looking to straight to go for the norm. Phase, drums, BKB. Daz is necessary against these SD Lesh lineups, and then, then of course into the Aghanims. We have it, Deucer. Skadi complete. Butterfly's going to be next on the shop on this for Abed. With that evasion out.
Yeah, he actually had a queued before the IS Scotty for a little bit, and then he had ended up switching it after he got
Yeah,
involved.
it definitely needs Scotty,
Yeah,
right?
it's too good of a game for it, for the reason.
You leave your HP far too low if you don't get Scotty's game. Just less than a 1k difference between the teams.
Yes.
And NIP with that Aegis certainly look to try and keep the tempo up and try and find these further objectives. There's still a tier 1 tower sitting on that bottom lane, so a lot of money for them to clean up off the map.
And the good thing also is that, like, even though Ace was forced to go for BKB early, he had the steroid of Bloodlust all the time. It's nice. It's baiting them toward his team.
Abed's.
Uh-oh, the snake. It bounces to 33. He's out of mana.
And he's already used the wand as well, so yeah, totally useless, really. At the moment, he's got to try and wait and get his mana up somehow if he wants to
They clarity.
turn up with a Ravage.
Yeah, Fada had a clarity that he threw onto 33. They can keep him actually inside of this area to continue pressure on. Saksa quietly farming in this game. 0-4-1, but 77 last hits. He's got 6k net worth as well as a Lash.
Lincoln knee for Lens.
Yeah, he's doing a good job. Constantly keeping these waves pushed out. They're trying to set up for him this time, and it's very likely they get him. Ooh, the blink though. DJ. Does he know?
They know where he jumped.
Uh-oh.
They know the general direction. So they'll be able to clip him and
Ooh. They're actually bringing more heroes now. Can they get a follow-up? They actually won't. The quick TP out.
Okay, I mean, at the least for that, won't be able to farm the wards.
Jabs is chill. Jabs is hunting for an arrow.
Is under attack.
He's a little too speedy. With that fiery soul, he's got the movement speed to get himself away and out of harm's.
He got the small camp, though. He got a small camp.
There we go, that's a little bit of gold. That's a win.
Both sides, both offlaners building up those solar crests to buff up their carries. Medusa and Char, of course. Tends to be the item we see coming out. They have BKB on Jabs, and they have some wards. Looks like they want to start to get down with this.
To lead the way, but there is 4 mid, and 33 does have a Ravage.
The arrow?
Arrow.
To Ace. He's got Aegis though, and they have their double BKBs.
So they know there's a smoke coming their way as well.
Yeah, Fada also is picking up his BKB off the courier at base. The Moonlight to disengage.
Still chasing with the remainder of that smoke. Bounty Room will be picked up. Ace going for the cooldown and get it straight on the 3 of them. Arbed stepping forward. Ace pots the BKB. Arbed's in close range though, so the Scotty slow will affect Ace. As gets the hits out. Ace getting pretty low. 33 backing off, still holding on to the Ravage as Jabs has popped the BKB. Leaps forward with that Maelstrom damage. He'll do it. Take down Ace the Watts.
Very bad place for NIP to try to take a fight. Walking into a high ground versus a Medusa near the shrine as well. No way they can try to take that fight. And we saw there how powerful the Scotty slow really is. That 45 slow versus ranged heroes is pretty ridiculous. And he's actually gone for the Stone Gaze duration. I love this talent. I think I've been one of the big ones that always talks about it, because you can double stone people. You can get double Stone Gaze during it. Or whatever the actual interaction is. Petrified, sorry. You can get double petrified during it.
Fails the man to dodge, and the old chat line comes out for that. PPD.
Caught by the initial slow. But this Abed Medusa with this solar crest,
He's
with
had
his
so
advantage behind
much
him.
space this game.
Yeah,
He is a big boy.
look at this. They just keep buffing him up.
Radiant structures are
I mean, I don't know where the damage comes to kill him. It's not easy.
It's
if
going
you're
to take
NIP.
more time for the gyrocopter to be able to do so. He's going to need
I mean, a lot more time.
Axe.
Yeah, Axe is alone not going to be enough to help you kill this Dusa. Arbed is massive. And with the perfect sort of lineup behind him, yourself.
Yeah, so many different protection, so much different protection for him.
Once he has the butterfly, they can't kill this Dusa. You know, it's a 2k lead for FNATIC, but you consider the lineup and the fact that they have such a farm Medusa. This is not as close a game as the numbers would say, but probably looking at it. This Medusa's a massive issue.
Yeah, they need to have some really successful fight for NIP, and they need, in particular, Ace to get, like, he needs to get some cleanup kills after this Axe, get like And a Maelstrom into an MKB very quickly to be able to deal with this Medusa. Maybe you can just skip some Maelstrom in this one. He just goes for MKB.
I think you do.
Other ones.
When you see that butterfly come out.
Yeah.
I think that might be the case.
Yeah, he might just have to be a little bit more like just single target oriented with his just straight right click build rather than being able to farm a little bit faster with Maelstrom. We'll say as FNATIC, they might not even allow more time because I think they're feeling that big peak timing right now for themselves as them rallying around Abed. Jabs though, still setting up for kills in the side lanes, looking for Saksa with his BKB committed, and it's a quick.
Back in mid. Pressure still being kept up by FNATIC as they wait outside the doors of NIP's base.
Why not, right? Like you said, killing this Medusa feels impossible right now.
Just push up.
They send back the Lash and the Mirana, but they keep the 2 saves right behind Abed.
Abed might be calling for just a little bit of farming time to finish up the butterfly.
Yeah. Looks like it's going to be an MKB actually for Fada, so he's also going to be transitioning to a regular
Yeah, he
build.
needs it. That's the only way that they can kill this Dusa.
Yeah, they both have to go for these Axe MKB.
See what HQ's up next as well. As his Axe is done, he's going to stick to the Maelstrom.
Stick to the Maelstrom, okay. Might see a change, but we'll see. Of course, we see the Fiery Soul Stacks being taken by the Linus, and she is going for that right-click build. And FNATIC still kind of sticking inside of the NIP jungle because they're still feeling very powerful as we've been chilling.
It's DJ, yeah, getting those team items ready for the push. Pipe into Greaves.
Yeah. It's nice. They're going to have that advantage
So,
over NIP's side, who doesn't actually have it.
Yeah, they know that once Abed has the butterfly, FNATIC they're in good position to try and close up a rack, close up the game.
Yeah, threaten that high ground for sure. They're looking to smoke out. They're seeing people splitting away, right? They're seeing the Medusa, they see heroes top, but they had seen some heroes.
For that wrap.
Trying.
DVD, trying to open up. Shield as well, and Moonlight Shadow comes out straight away, making it much harder for NIP to find some sort of a grab. Scans out, they know exactly where NIP are.
With the Abandon right next to her. Just...
You can't go on it.
You cannot go on it because you can't even link Ravage or anything like that because he's just got to ult and then shield her and remove it off immediately. So you have to be very careful how you go for those type of initiate plays as bounty runes.
It is tough. I mean, we sort of felt in the draft, right? We're like, it's not going to be an easy tide game. You picked it into an Abaddon, and 33 struggled to have an impact.
Yeah, so far.
But sure, you get that lane where you can farm, great, but then what's the plan after that? What can you do with this hero in this match?
He's starting to get out-farmed by the Lash, even. DJ. Set is gonna be pretty significant in the fights, not even just from the damage. Like you said, just build
Just having this, yeah. Pipe, Greaves. You know, Greaves obviously doubly effective for a Dusa. It's health and mana. It's going to be a lot of extra sustain. Not that Abed even needs it at the moment. We've barely seen his HP drop.
It's walking in.
But he can. That's the thing, right? He can just sort of walk in like this.
And the snake returns. Full mana.
They haven't even hurt him. They haven't even hurt him. He's just going to walk in. Hello, boys. How you doing? That's going to be already Saksa dead. They can't touch it.
They cannot touch it.
They can't touch it.
At all.
Just call it. It's time to unplug the keyboards, unplug your mice, boys. It's game over. Give Jabs the rampage. Give him the rampage.
He misses the arrow.
But Abed. Abed. You may have carried the game. You may have carried the game, but I'm afraid you're getting kicked.
I mean, that is just the sheer display. They have no damage.
It's game over. This game is impossible for NIP. They cannot kill the Dusa. They never pressured her. Game is over and done.
They're spraying outside the fountain.
Yeah.
Giving them the loot.
There we go. We love it. We love it, ladies and gentlemen. We love the BM.
Yeah, this
It makes it exciting.
such a good last pick Medusa. And like you said, the Tide.
Great last pick, Medusa. Not a very good fourth pick Tide, I'll be honest. The Tide pick didn't do anything this game. It really did. They picked it into an Abaddon. And the Abaddon Dusa combo together. It's pretty much sealed the deal. It's 15k leader. Game over yet, and people will hold on, but they're now 2 melee racks down. And range racks as well, pretty much gone on the top lane.
And they can't even hurt.
But they can't hurt Medusa. I don't know how FNATIC can lose this game. But then again, we've seen some crazy matches happen in the history of Dota 2. So maybe there's a world where FNATIC lose it. But I can't even envision that world. This Dusa is so damn huge.
Yeah,
and they can't hurt him.
X gonna Aegis or Cheese or both. Yeah, not seeing a way for them. This might be the last resort. The smoke, try to catch them around that Roche. Can you get something pretty much, I mean, even if it's something perfect, I don't think you're gonna be able to get anything as Oppet just walks out. He's looking for the fight.
He wants to fight.
Snake bounces, hits the Lina. Lina's at half mana.
He wants to steal another rampage.
Uh-oh. Yeah, they're just walking forward.
So they found people on the other side. Let's just walk around. Rampage it now. But what's he going to do? It does kill a support. That's going to be about it, though. Arbet sending out the snakes, moving in onto 33. It's a double kill for Jabs. Ace is going to BKB and TP out of there. He knows that this is not a fight they can take. PPD will be separated and surrounded by DJ and Tubu. As PPD dies, FNATIC can head over into the pit. Take the Roche, take the Aegis, take the cheese. As things continue to look very plain and simple for FNATIC to close up this game too.
Yep, you saw the Ravage hits 3. It looks pretty decent. They get a kill on the Shadow Demon.
I think that's we've seen what a few Ravages, it kills a Shadow Demon.
Yeah.
That's all 33 is able to do this game.
Yeah, I mean, Ice just pops his ult, shield somebody, they pop Mech, they pop Greaves as well as the pipe, and then nobody else has any more damage, and they just kind of have to disengage instantly as, yeah, I mean, this one is a very clear-cut, nice strategy.
How do I see
FNATIC,
the
that's
Dota
good.
Plus prediction thing again? Oh, what's
Depends
the
on what your
hotkey? I
hotkey
don't want
is.
to pause the game. I pressed the wrong one.
I'm not gonna, I don't know. It's not 9.
Not
F9.
Don't press F9.
Try 8 or 7.
Oh god, try 8.
Do it.
Whoa.
There you go.
99%. I'm surprised it's not 100.
Can it be 100?
It can.
Okay.
We have seen it be 100 in the past.
This one does feel like that, though. Nice, it's a full Daedalus now on Abed 2. They just walk up onto the high ground with the 2 tanky frontliners. Spot is TPing in the back. He's trying to catch the back lines. As PPD dies to Jabs. Buys back immediately. Fada in the back, looking for Dubu. He'll find Dubu.
And Dubu's, he's sort of taken one for the team in these fights. He keeps being the one to fall. But everyone else is getting shredded by Arbet. As we've yet to see Arbet's HP really drop by even 1%. GG is finally called. They know that this game's impossible. As FNATIC will be able to take game 2 in this 2-game series, ending at 1-1 between themselves and NIP. And the second game, I think the draft was great from FNATIC. The play as well, it worked really smoothly. And I think definitely mistakes from NIP with some of these hero picks.
Yeah.